Hi, it's Marvina Meek, and today we're going to talk about ancestor altars. So, being the fall time of year and Halloween's coming around the corner, this is a perfect time to set up your ancestor altar. A long time ago, the Celtics were some of the first people that would create an ancestor altar, and unfortunately, but they did theirs really out of fear, and they were just worried that the ancestors that had died in the past year, that they would come back and they would haunt them because they were jealous that they had died and then the people living here had survived the winter. So they a lot of times would create an ancestor altar, and it was kind of a way to appease their ancestors and feed them. And then they created like lights and bonfires, and their idea is to kind of feed them and make them happy, and then send them back to the spirit world. So they didn't have pictures at that time for their ancestor altar, but what they would do is they would set a something that maybe they had owned, like a hat or scarf or something that that person had used or worn or had owned. They would set that on the altar, and they decorated their altar with the bounty that they had. So because it was harvest season, so they might have like apples and different squashes and nuts, things that they had harvested over the year. And sometimes they would create a dish that maybe that ancestor and particularly loved, like for instance an apple pie, and they might set that on the altar by their mementos as an offering to that loved one, so that that loved one wouldn't haunt them or wouldn't, like, maybe whatever bad luck that had caused them to die wouldn't rub off on the living ones. They also set this altar up as a way to honor divinity, to the gods and the goddesses, as a way, again, of showing thanks for what the bounty that they had taken in over the harvest season, and as kind of a plea to, hey, help me out, help us make it through the winter. So that was another reason that they created these ancestor altars. And as we got more knowledgeable and photography came into being, people started setting up their ancestor altars with photographs of loved ones that are in the spirit world. And you might even include pictures of animal spirits. I do. I have my ancestor altar behind me, and I've got images of family. I've got some pictures of special pets that have crossed over, some of my horses. I have some of the fiesta items from Mexico, the Day of the Dead. Some of my clients have gifted me with, and I think they're a fun way to decorate the ancestor altar. And the skull is a symbol of wisdom, and it's a symbol of our commitment to gaining wisdom over every time we incarnate, every soul. It's like we gather wisdom from this lifetime and we add it to other lifetimes that we've already lived. And this is how we evolve. And so that's one of the reasons that you see the skulls out. In Mexico, they have a lot of traditions with decorating their ancestor altars, and often they might make an individual altar for different family members would have their own altar, and sometimes they'll even create an ancestor altar at the grave, and they'll decorate it with lights, and especially marigolds are really popular to decorate with. Different things that they like to eat and drink, and pictures and candles, and they kind of like have a fiesta there. So you have traditions of Halloween all over the world. They all contribute, but this is my way of creating an ancestor altar, and it's just a way of honoring those spirits that have gone on before us, of remembering some of the things that they brought into your life, some of the lessons that they might have helped you to learn, and just kind of keeping their memory alive. So I hope you've enjoyed my video article on ancestor altars. And I would love to see yours. So take a picture, take a short video, and you can link it to this one on YouTube, or you can send it to me in an email or on Facebook. And I'd like to see how you honor your ancestors this time of year. And of course, if you would like to purchase a mediumship reading with me, this is the best time of year to do it. And I'd love to hear from you. You can purchase that on my website at marveena.com. It's MarVeena.com. And I hope that you all have a very powerful holiday season. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.